The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the 50, here's Herbert. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. In motion left goes a tight end. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They snap it to Herbert. From the left side, it's complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Hands it off out of the gun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. The quick slant caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Herbert. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams trying to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
On 3rd down, O'Leary, and that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Pulled in at the 24. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Texans will take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Another try after the first down sack. Herbert, he's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt and get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, O'Leary. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. Looking to throw. O'Leary. Open man is Kirk. Complete. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Looking to throw on 2nd down. O'Leary. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Again, he'll drop to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Out wide. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting the receiver on the run.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Herbert off of play action. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Flush to his right. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. To throw on second down. O'Leary under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So we've reached... All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Well, the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Again, Herbert. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes inbounds there. A gain of 32 that time. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Houston set to take over. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try to do it again.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 66 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Texans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. And oh, it's wide right. No good. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Back now in Houston. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 32-yard line. Operating from the gun, O'Leary. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Throwing after the interception. O'Leary toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, O'Leary, and that is incomplete.
So it looked like someone was very confident in his ability to get that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down.
Now a hit and a loose football. Charles, a nice play there, wasting no time making his presence felt for this defense.
And you know, we heard the same conversation around the league. A lot of people were surprised that he was available, and they let him go, and now he's going to make a big-time impact with his new squad.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position. And that was special there. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Back to throw. O'Leary. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Extra point by Bass, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have...
It's caught inside the 25. Well, the Texans are burned the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Now it's Herbert. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. On 1st down, O'Leary. Open man downfield is Wrigley. 20, 10, 5, and somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by Bass, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They're going to pass here with Herbert. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And they're going to work this down to about the 42-yard line. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Throwing middle, and it's complete. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Herbert back to the air. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Here's Herbert. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
On 2nd and goal, Herbert caught on the slant. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little